Nice to have you here. I don't know where to start this story from. On this occasion, I met this young guy. When I saw him, I thought I've not seen this face before. Then I started paying attention to who did he come with. Then I remember that place where we live in Aken, many people come from Eshvaila, Heinsberg, during anywhere people hear about the party can come around because after all, it's African parties to get together. I just let it be. I remember we sitting in this table and maybe being that a lot of people know me, they were calling me my name. So one day on the street, I had somebody call my name. It was this young guy I met in the party. We greeted, hello, and I was in a hurry. I left because after all, I don't know what we're talking about. We constantly meet. 1 week, 2 weeks, we meet each other somehow on the street. I'm like, one day, I said to him, it's like we go almost everywhere now. We meet so often. Are you living around? He said, no, I'm living in a nearby city. I said, okay, and I left. But what I notice about this young guy is that whenever I see him, he's not well dressed, which can tell me that he's not yet started work or he came newly visited. I was not sure of it. Somehow, from greeting severally on the street, he asked me one day of my number. I didn't hesitate to give him the number because my mind was like, I give you the number. If you called me, I know the number, I answer. If I want to answer, I answer. If I don't want to answer, so take my number. If I don't even give it, somebody else will give it to you. So have it. I gave him my number. That evening he called me. We started talking. How are you? This, that. This is how our friendship started. Then somehow I came to know that he was sporting with some people and he just got here. He's not too long here. Every day we start talking, he start talking about paper problem, when we ever register, what's not. I looked at his problem as a friend. I just told myself, this guy is a liability. I'm not going to start going through this process with somebody like this, growing together and then looking for paper. I said, I'm not going to do this. So one day he got stranded and he called me on the phone and told me that they threw him out. I asked him to give somebody there his phone. I want to talk to the person. He gave the person the phone. I asked the person what the problem was and they told me he couldn't pay his rent, He has barely paid since he got here. As someone living in 3 rooms apartment, I just moved in. I said, why not? This is our brother. He speaks the same languages from my country. Why not I help this guy? I brought him in. And this was why I didn't want to have anything to do with this guy initially, because I know me, that immediately problems start coming, he call me, I can't just say no. I'm just like that. And I've just moved in this apartment. I wanted to make one of the room a closet. Look at me. I brought him, I keep him in the apartment. Before I took this decision, I was asking myself, what if this guy wake up one night and rape me? What will I say? Everybody will blame me that I took a man into my house without thinking I don't know him from it. He can do anything to me. I said, let it be. I put him there without even telling my parents, any of my relation, that I'm doing this. This is how we continue. I started cooking, washing, cleaning, like as though I've married, because he's a guy, he won't be doing the cooking for me. And he has no money, he has to eat. Since I've taken him here, that means I've taken the reliability. One day, I thought about this paper problem, document he's talking about. And one day police might also come in here and arrest me. I might get arrested for harboring this kind that doesn't have any document. I took him and I went to the city, the state where they register you when you come here with people. And I say to them, I want to register this young guy. They say, where is he from? Fingerprint, has he taken asylum? I say, no, he just came. I can pay his insurance. He can leave my apartment. I can feed him. He doesn't need to come like this. Then my plan was, if they say no to this, I'll tell him, is there any way he can apply for school? Then I'll pay the school because I wouldn't want to see him deported. Then I've already spoken with him. By any chance, these people said the next option is for you to go to school. Then you have to pay me my money back. Any money they collect from me, you have to pay me back. He agreed. The moment he start working, he gets paper, he will pay me. We signed some documents that I'm the one keeping him. He's my responsibilities. I will take care of him, and we left. He was so happy. He started greeting me, saying, oh my God, I'm safe now. I'm like somebody who is registered. He was so happy. He started petting me, showing me care. Somehow we fell in love and we started an affair, which is so embarrassing, but it happened. We started this serious affair because people have already started saying, we are doing this, we are doing that, when we've not even started anything. But somehow, for two people who are grown up, who are caring so much for themselves like this is how we started this affair. After some time, we have to let our parents know, in the 2 years at least, that we are living together, in case anything happens, in case child come by the way. But unluckily for me, even me, I wish to get pregnant. I never got any pregnant. So, the money I earn is no longer enough for me to pay the bills, to cater for two people. He started the school. I even see that he's not taking the school serious. It's like most of them, when they come here, they don't really want to take the school serious. He started thinking about how to make money fast. Each night, he will not give me time to sleep and relax. He'll be talking to me about how can we fasten it fast so that I can get paper. And he's kind of person who doesn't really stay indoors. And it disturbed me a lot, what I have brought upon myself. I didn't hesitate to tell him that we started this relationship. You have to tell me what we are doing actually. Are we friends? Are we roommates? What are we even doing? In case someone comes on the way and say he wants to marry me, was the reason why I was asking the question. He said, oh, I'm going to marry you. He promised me silver and gold and convinced me he's going to marry me. We started planning how we are going to meet our parents, when and how. A few months later, I still asked him, what is the plan? When are we going to meet my parents? Because I can't keep staying here with you. Everybody's thinking we're having something at the end of it. In this big city, you don't marry me. He said, yeah, just give me a little time. Let the paper conclude. I would like at least to get my German pass before I leave here to go to another place. And me, being that I'm seeing that the love is strong, that we really care about each other, that he cares, he shows this respect, he cares, he shows this protection over me. Even when he goes some odd job, he brings money home. He even gives me the money, ask me how to plan, what are we going to do. You would like to have this kind of person who cares too much, who has feelings. I was so happy. It was like the prayer I asked God has been answered. I was fulfilled. And I did my part as a woman who is staying with somebody. I made sure I cared for him. I made sure before he come home, the food is ready. I talked to him. I wanted to know what his problem is. Sometimes I even have to send money to his parents and leaving my own parents. The moment there's anything, they will call him and he will tell me. Even when he's asking me the phone, I'll ask him what is the problem. He will tell me. I'll bring the money and we give to his parents. I never wanted the money back. We are doing it like we are married, like one person. We continue like this. Then he got his German pass. When the German pass was almost through, I asked him, when are we buying the ticket so that we can go home? Since you said you wouldn't pay my bride price until the German pass is out. He told me to wait a little bit. I waited. In all this relationship, it's my money, my strength I've invested in cleaning house, doing everything for him, caring for him as if he's my baby, making sure he's all right in every aspect. Then the German pass was out. Whenever I'm asking him about this, our going home, he's not talking about it again. He started being aggressive, coming back home very late. He comes home like somebody who is sneaking. In case he comes home, I will see him. So better he comes home when I'm sleeping and sneak into another room and sleep. And I will see him then in the morning when I'm going to work. At the time I started to be scared. What is he up to? Is he seeing another woman? But my work schedule is so tight that I didn't even have time to ask around if he's seeing somebody. One time I came home and it's women on this, but newly at home. I was asking, who are these on this for? He said it's for his sisters. He bought it for them. They told him the size. He's going to send it home for them when we are set to go home. I took it from here and packed it in one bus where I'm even gathering something to go home with. One day, when we were having some misunderstanding, it came to my mind about those undies, and when they're searching for it, I didn't find them. I approached him. Where are the undies? He was so angry. He almost beat me up. Why are you asking? You're monitoring everything. So because I'm here, I cannot have my freedom. I can't do what I want. Sometimes when we go to occasion these days, and I see how he's making passes at girls. I see how girls are greeting him like they have met him before, they have something together. I ask myself, is this innocent kind I brought into my house? Is it this same guy who can barely talk or smile when he see you? Or is it another person? He's not playing like the counselor of this place. Acting like a king. Everywhere he see women, everybody will be hailing him and calling him. I remembered how difficult it was for him. It broke my heart. I couldn't stop crying each day when I look back and see how much time I've invested in this guy. How much money I would have saved by this time. The rest I would have had each evening I come back from work. I had in mind to call one of our brother here we see as an uncle. It's not really a biological uncle. To ask him to sit this guy down, call a few people together, sit him down and ask him what his plans are, since he has gotten the German pass and he's not saying anything. And I got home. You won't believe what I met at home. You're not going to believe it. I came home and opened the door. When I walked into the room, it's like one of the doors was open and I'm not seeing anything. One of the cupboard door was open and I'm not seeing anything in his cupboard. I was like, what is it? I rushed to the cupboard, I opened it. Every of his belongings gone. I went to the parlor. Some things He always usually drop in the parlor like some watches, all his wears, some things he put, small necklace, whatever he puts in the parlor, gone. I went to the other room. His bags, from small paws to big ones, everything that belongs to him is gone. That was when my heart just jumped. I didn't know what happened. All I knew was I saw myself lying down on the floor. I didn't know how I got to this floor. I felt so empty. I got so scared. I said to myself, not again. Not again will I waste time to support somebody, to plan something for somebody and say we are going to have a future. At the end of it, there's no future. Not again. With what first? Which first am I going to use and go out to the people and they will ask me, where is he? Because we always go out together to buy food, to anything we want to do outside. We got even appointments. Sometimes I have to take excuses from my office to go to his appointment because of the document we are pursuing. You won't even believe that we have bought land and we've even started building house in his village. God, how stupid can I be? All these years, I've invested my time, my energy, everything I have, my dignity, to someone who doesn't care. All throughout that evening, I was calling him. I was crying. As me, he picked my call that evening, I'll be begging. I said, please come home. Which will be too wrong for me to do. Because love should come naturally. I'm not supposed to be forcing myself on someone who doesn't care. Someone who intentionally came to do me for one man, to trick me and get what he wants. He had it all planned out. He was playing me like a game. Waiting patiently for that time to get ripe. And he will manifest his true self. His true original self will show up for me to see the real face of a deceiver, of a devil, who thinks so much about himself. All those kindness, all those sweet words were pretense just to get out what he wants. Bemi, where am I going to go from here again? All these years, I've invested in 2 relationships. I'm not talking of other ones which were not serious. Now, I have to start over again. My money, my time. All these years, wasted years. I couldn't breathe. I've never loved anyone like this. I remember seeing this guy. He's not very tall, dark, average, not too slim, but not fat. He smiles. His jokes. sometimes it's so hard to find a man who could be with you like he's your girlfriend, chat with you, clean places with you. When you're cleaning, he's cleaning. Sometimes when he can make food even before you come back home. You would have thought the kind of person he is, or the kind of thing he can act to catch somebody's mind, to entangle somebody's soul. That when he leave, it wouldn't be easy for the person to go to another person or to start anything with any person. It will be much difficult for the person to stay alone. Where do I go from here? Why would I be the one who would stay, watch him grow, and get established here in Europe? And now that it's time to reap, I wash my hands for other people to enjoy. Why? Why must I be the stepping stone, the step to his success? No. God his people to tell them what happened. I didn't even know that his people are worse than him. They told me, the mother especially, that they are not going to put rope on the neck of the son and tie him with me to marry me. That this thing I did for his son, is it what nobody has ever done for anybody before? A friend of ours came to me and told me that he has brought his wife from Africa. Oh my goodness. Where was this girl when we were struggling, battling, doing everything to make sure that his document is complete? Now he has brought his wife from Africa. I said to myself, it was really time for me to call this guy and ask him what I have done wrong. At least let me know what I did that is so wrong. I summoned the courage. But I never wanted to hear his voice again. Because I'm surviving him. I've been able to live and put through this pain, this loneliness, the knowledge of knowing that I'm not going to meet him again, or stay with him, or that he's not mine. He's no longer for keep. He's no longer my home, my hope, my future, father of my children. So I called him on the phone to know what happened, why he has to leave suddenly without even saying goodbye. And he said, it will be so boring for me to continue living with you. He said, it will be so boring until he regretted it, that he married and he was not able to know another person to start from that wedding to when the person arrived here to building a new relationship. That I knew how interesting it was. It was like adventure. It was interesting. It was fun. he would want to have that for his own wife. So they want to enjoy this during marriage. I fainted. I woke up. What have I done to myself? How foolish can I be? Who would have believed that this guy would be so cruel like this? Who would have believed it? This is how I'm left all alone by myself to start gazing, searching, and hoping that a better one who is strong, lovely, kind, caring, conscious, God-fearing, responsible could find me, be the father of my children, who is going to pay me back all what I've invested in this guy, who's going to save me from this kind of pain I'm going through. And I just came out from one breakup to another one now. Why is my luck like this? Am I meant to just help people and the next thing they will do is leave me and run away? Everyone has a story. How hard it is and how bad it sounds. This one is my love story. And I hope it's not going to be the last. This is my love story.